Hey, it's Min from The Art of Verbal War, where people learn to excel in verbal skills. Do you remember a time when you were asked to do a presentation, say a few words in public, answer an interview question, or speak on a certain subject, and the right words wouldn't flow? Instead of a river of words, all you could manage was a trickle? This happened to me in law school during my first mock trial. I had visions of being the next Clarence Darrow, but when I had to do my first cross-examination of a hostile witness, it didn't go as well as I anticipated, and I panicked. I couldn't get the right words out of my mouth, and when the verdict was delivered, I lost. After this happened, I decided to research the concept of verbal fluency. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 ways to improve your verbal fluency so that this won't happen to you again. So what is verbal fluency? Verbal fluency is a cognitive function that facilitates information retrieval from memory. But that's too complicated. So to put it in simpler terms, verbal fluency is the ability to find the right words at the right time or in the right situation. And it's a great thing to have in abundance. It's like a car. The more horsepower a car has, the faster it can go 0 to 60. The more verbally fluent you are, the faster your brain can find the right words to speak. Simply put, verbal fluency is how much horsepower your brain has for verbal tasks. You need verbal fluency in situations like job interviews, press conferences, cross-examining a witness, appearing in court, and even when flirting with a girl at a bar. When you have a high level of verbal fluency, the easier it is for your brain to translate your thoughts into words. So how do you get more verbal fluency? This is what has worked for me. Just some ideas for you to try. From a neurological standpoint, you're looking for ways to decrease your cognitive load and to increase your working memory. Anything that supports these 2 goals should, in theory, enhance your verbal fluency. Let's go quickly through 2 definitions. Cognitive load is the total amount of mental activity imposed on working memory in any one instant. Working memory is the ability to remember and use relevant information while in the middle of an activity, like speaking. It's the key cognitive process that affects your verbal fluency. So again, from a neurological standpoint, you're looking for ways to decrease your cognitive load and to increase your working memory. So without further ado, let's talk about 5 ways to increase your verbal fluency. Number 1 is to limit distractions. When speaking, you must limit extraneous distractions. Distractions increase cognitive load on your brain, leaving less horsepower for verbal activities. That makes sense. Number 2 is to control your emotions. As I found out in my mock trial back in law school, I let my emotions get the better of me. So what I found out over the years is that when I get emotional, my verbal fluency decreases. Remember when the last time you were verbally insulted? It probably made you extremely upset and then you couldn't come up with a comeback at all, right? Let me tell you why. It was because your emotions completely took over, and as a result, your verbal fluency went to 0. But when you calmed down, but way after the person who insulted you was no longer there, you had no problem coming up with a laundry list of zippy comebacks. That makes sense because negative emotions cause an increase in cognitive load on your brain, so there's less horsepower available to use for verbal tasks. So anything that you can do to train yourself over the long term to stay calm and detached, such as meditation or heart rate variability training, will help with verbal fluency. Check out the blog post for this video in the description if you want to learn about a device that can train your heart rate variability. In a specific short-term situation, anything you can do to limit negative emotions and putting yourself into a relaxed state will help with verbal fluency in that situation. Removing or eliminating stressors in these situations will also help with your verbal fluency in the moment. Number 3 is to rule out any underlying conditions. Medical or psychological conditions may adversely affect your verbal fluency, such as ADD, ADHD, depression, low testosterone, and other conditions. If you think you suffer from less than average verbal fluency, make sure you seek medical help to rule these conditions out. Check out the blog post linked to this video for 2 book recommendations that can help guide you through this process. Number 4 is to know your stuff. There's no way around this, but you must know your stuff if you want to be verbally fluent in whatever it is you're talking about. That's obvious and self-evident. Number 5 is to use beat gestures. Researchers have found that beat gestures, which are small, rhythmic hand gestures, help increase verbal fluency, so use them while you speak to help increase your verbal fluency. Now, beyond the tips in this video are some ideas to enhance your working memory and verbal fluency. For a list of brain training games that train verbal fluency, some supplements that may help, and a few more things, go to www.artofverbalwar.com/verbal-fluency. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Min from the Art of Verbal War. Until next time, please subscribe to this video and keep being excellent.